how the British royal family found itself at the centre of the most talked about story in the world for the wrong reasons.
The world has been watching the British royal family with bated breath, wondering when the tension would finally crack. Between Harry's explosive interviews and William's carefully crafted public image, there's been a question burning in everyone's mind. What happens next? For years, these brothers seemed worlds apart, and Princess Anne, typically the quiet, steady hand, always stayed above the fray. But now this unexpected trio has come together, and their words have sent shockwaves across the globe. And trust me, it's not what you think. But first, let's start with the most unlikely figure in this equation, Princess Anne. The unlikely trio's surprising move. What could bring Princess Anne, Prince Harry, and Prince William together after everything? Why now? What changed? Let's go back to the beginning, because this story is about more than just a statement. It's about power, loyalty, and a royal family under pressure. On the one hand, you have Princess Anne, who is undeniably the backbone of the royal family. She is always loyal, hardworking, and secretive about her opinions, but she has never been one to get riled easily. And year after year, while the British media spotlight fell on other family members, she just soldiered on through it all. Harry, of course, needs no introduction. Since stepping away from royal duties and relocating to California with Meghan Markle, many perceived his relationship with the royal family as irreconcilable. The infamous Oprah interview, whereby Harry and Meghan bared all about their battles within the firm, portrayed a deeply fractured relationship, not least between Harry and his brother William. Harry's Netflix series that just aired, Heart of Invictus, has given the world a more personal angle on him and exposed just how deep his feelings run concerning the trials he faced as a royal. And then, of course, there's William, the man who will be king. For years, William has walked a tightrope between duty and family, trying to navigate the fallout of Megxit while clinging to his image as a calm, steady heir. But his decades-long silence over his brother's public criticism spoke volumes. Or so we thought. So why have these three suddenly come together? In the wake of recent reports that tensions within the royal family have reached a fever pitch, particularly over King Charles's recent push to modernize the monarchy, discussions about the institution's future behind closed doors have grown increasingly heated. While King Charles led from the front in such matters, Anne, Harry, and William also had private conversations on the issue of the monarchy's future, which remained a secret. But here's where things get interesting. Princess Anne, the most reliable royal figure, has kept mum on how she feels about Harry's exit and his strained relationship with William. That is, until now. Anne, the silent family diplomat for many years, finally has something to say about the family rift, but her words are not quite what anyone bargained for. Insiders say Anne has been the bridge between William and Harry, working behind the scenes to encourage communication between the two estranged brothers. With the pressure already piled on the royal family, Anne knew the time had come to speak up, but in the only way she knows, measured, firm, and decisive. She reportedly encouraged Harry and William to let bygones be bygones, if not for the monarchy's sake, then at least for their sibling relationship. But why is Princess Anne choosing now, of all times, to step into the spotlight? And what does she have to gain from pushing Harry and William to reconcile? That's where things get even more complicated, and the story is far from over. But before we unravel what Princess Anne said, let's dive deeper into Harry's explosive reaction. What did he reveal that caught everyone off guard? You won't believe what he had to say next. Harry's explosive revelations. We turn to Harry, the royal family's most controversial figure. After years of public feuds, interviews, and even his memoir, Spare, many thought they had heard it all. But Harry isn't done speaking out, and his latest words about the royal family might be the most shocking yet. Just when it seemed Harry had said it all about his fractured relationship with the royals, more has come to light. The rift between him and Prince William isn't just some personal issue. It is about power and clout over the future of the monarchy itself. Let's go back a second. For some time now, it's evident that Harry and William were tense, bordering on estranged. From public engagements where they looked visibly distant to Harry's revelations about the monotony of being the spare, this is a brotherly pair we watch grow wider and wider apart. Recent insider reports suggest the tension runs more profound than a family disagreement over who ate the last donut. Harry has reportedly felt sidelined for years, not just by William but also by the institution. In his own words, he even described how he felt like an outsider even before stepping down from his duties in a recently leaked closed-door conversation. "I was never really given a choice," Harry said, referring to the rigid structure of the royal responsibilities. "It was clear I would never have a real role in the family." It isn't about sibling rivalry anymore. Harry thinks he has intentionally been sidelined to preserve William's future as king. But that isn't even the most shocking part. Harry also revealed that in the last couple of months before he moved to California, he had several one-on-one conversations with his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, about her feelings about the monarchy's direction. Harry said these one-on-one conversations tipped the balance so he could step away from active royal duty. "She understood my concerns," Harry reportedly said, "but others didn't." Was Queen Elizabeth more sympathetic to Harry's departure than we were led to believe? That one revelation alone can reshape public perception of his exit from the family. But that isn't all there is to this story, because Harry isn't just focused on the past, talking about what comes next. And this is where things get dramatically serious. Harry has repeatedly told interviewers recently that his relationship with his brother remains strained. Still, he is opening up about the efforts to bridge the gulf for the first time. The most astonishing surprise to many was that it was even Princess Anne who made the first approach to Harry, to ask him to meet William for a private discussion, the type of one-on-one the brothers have avoided for years. Interestingly, Harry described these initial conversations as tense but necessary. He said the two brothers were not ready for a complete rapprochement, but each knew that with King Charles's growing urge to modernize, they needed at least to put up a united front in public. While Harry has remained skeptical about the royal family's willingness to change, he's left the door open to reconciliation at some point in the future. Yet Harry still managed to offer that it could always get worse, especially if a few things were not taken care of, such as openness in the monarchy. "If they're not careful, they could lose everything," he reportedly said in a conversation with close friends. "This isn't just about family anymore, it's about survival." But Harry didn't stop there. He went on to make a statement that has left royal watchers reeling. "The monarchy is at a crossroads," he warned, hinting at his belief that the entire institution could be at risk unless fundamental changes are made. What exactly does he mean by that? Well, that's where things take a surprising turn. Harry may have opened up the conversation, but what Prince William said next shocked the world. Could William be ready to break his silence and address these claims head-on? You won't believe what he had to say. Prince William's stunning response, a royal rebuttal. Prince William bit his tongue for years while Harry aired the royal family's dirty laundry. In a rare moment of vulnerability, William broke his silence, and what he said was a bombshell no one expected. William has long been cast as the calm, collected future king. While Harry was out giving interviews, penning memoirs, and publicly trashing the family, William was playing good little prince, minding his royal duties and image. But that doesn't mean he wasn't paying attention. According to several new reports, William's silence has been strategic, a calculated effort to protect the monarchy. But behind closed doors, he's been anything but silent. In one leaked exchange, William reportedly expressed frustration not just with Harry's public comments, but with the palace's handling of the entire situation. "We've let this go on for too long," William reportedly said, according to the rift between him and Harry. There were moments where this could have been prevented. But William's response goes deeper than just frustration. But for the first time, he speaks about his struggles within the royal family. "Being the future king isn't easy," William once shared during a private talk. "There's a lot of pressure, and I have had to make choices I'm not always proud of." The rarity of this admission of vulnerability from a man who has always kept a stiff upper lip is astonishing. It reveals that the burden of his royal role has taken a heavy toll on him, perhaps much more than we had ever known. William also spoke more candidly than ever about Harry's departure. He expressed disappointment about how it went down, specifically concerning palace advisors who might have played a role in the scenario. "I should have spoken up sooner," William is said to have revealed, hinting that his silence could have prevented some damage to their relationship. But here's where it gets even more surprising. William wasn't just sorry, he's reportedly open to reconciliation. He clarified that though he and Harry may never see eye to eye on every issue, there's still a way forward. "We're brothers," William said. "That's never going to change, and we owe it to each other to at least try." But is it too late for reconciliation? That's what everyone's asking. Can William and Harry put their differences aside and repair their relationship? Or is the damage done? And Princess Anne? Her behind-the-scenes influence has helped immeasurably, but there are still many questions. But the clincher is this: William's parting shot seems to have left them speechless. In a rare moment of resistance, William reportedly warned that if things continue, the monarchy could be in grave jeopardy. "We need to make changes," he allegedly said, "or we risk losing everything." And that's where we leave you for now. What happens next with the royal family is unknown, but one thing is certain: the next couple of months might just dictate the future of the British monarchy. But hang in there, because the following plot could turn everything around. Princess Anne, the strong, silent force. Now that we've read all about Prince Harry and Prince William's shocking claims, only one member of the royal family has indeed kept a low-profile: Princess Anne. Yet don't let her low-key nature dupe you. Behind the scenes, she's become the most influential figure in the monarchy, and her recent moves just might keep the family together. Unlike her nephews, Princess Anne has never been the type to make the center of the stage all about herself. She's often referred to as one of the hardest-working members of the royal family, carrying out her duties without many noticing and with very little fanfare or drama attached. In recent months, though, her role within the family has taken a surprising turn. Behind the scenes, since Harry and Meghan's departure, Anne has quietly taken up the role of peacemaker for the feuding brothers. Long admired for her clear-headedness and sense of duty, sources close to the royals say Anne has made it her mission to heal the divide between William and Harry, an impossible job, many would have thought. Anne takes a straightforward approach. This is what the royals need right now. She reportedly called both brothers to ask them to set aside their differences, at least for the monarchy's sake. "This family cannot continue like this," Anne is said to have erupted at a recent family gathering, her meaning crystal clear: it's time for them to move on. But the kicker is that Princess Anne isn't influential just because of family ties. She is also playing a very important role in shaping the monarchy's future. In fact, many insiders are said to believe that Anne has now become King Charles' closest confidant. Years of dedication and a no-nonsense attitude have given her a specific, unique position within the family. While Charles might be the king, Anne has made some of the most vital decisions behind the scenes. Not to forget that Anne is one of the few members of the royal family who have always had a good relationship with William and Harry. While the two brothers have grown apart, she has remained steady in their lives, supporting them both without taking anybody's side. This put her in the rare position to mend the rift, and it would appear for the first time that it may just be paying off. But it gets interesting here, because Princess Anne's involvement in the family drama may not just be about healing wounds. The word on many lips is that Anne quietly positions herself for a more prominent role within the monarchy. As King Charles finds himself under increased pressure to modernize the institution, Anne may be the steady hand that will help navigate the family through any stormy seas. While she may not seek the spotlight, Princess Anne is only growing stronger. Her efforts to bring the family together may even be the key to saving the monarchy from an internal collapse. But there's a twist here, because despite Anne's best efforts, there's still one unresolved issue that could derail everything. A shocking new development has emerged that threatens to reignite the royal family's biggest feud yet. And trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Is it too late for reconciliation? The stage is set for a royal showdown now, and the stakes couldn't get any bigger. While attempts have been made to mend the rift, there's reason to believe that the feud between Prince Harry, Prince William, and the rest of his family is far from over. A shocking twist may spiral everything out of control once again. While one would wish to believe that the royal family is on the way to healing, the truth is that everything is quite fragile. With Princess Anne trying to help and William somewhat open to reconciliation, the latest reports are that another bombshell might be around the bend. This time, it involves the one subject the royal family has been desperately trying to steer clear of: Meghan Markle. One insider says that Harry has secretly worked on a bombshell sequel to Spare. The new book delves deeper into his and Meghan's time in the royal family, previously unknown incidents that paint a concerning picture of life behind palace doors. Harry has not publicly confirmed the reports, but even the rumor of another tell-all book has made the royal household tizzy. What does this say for the monarchy's future? First, it would utterly demolish any movement towards reconciliation. William, wary of Harry's public revelations from the beginning, is reportedly furious at the prospect of more damaging information being aired. Sources close to the prince have let on that while he is all for mending fences, yet another public attack from Harry just might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. But not all that ends here. Even rumors exist that King Charles is getting increasingly fed up with the drama. According to sources close to the palace, he has made it crystal clear he wants the family to move on from the scandals and concentrate on their duties. He reportedly even gave Harry and William an ultimatum: work things out or face the consequences. What those consequences might be is anyone's guess. Evident that Charles's patience is thin. But here's one more twist that could change everything. If you recall, we had said earlier that Princess Anne had come of age as one of the most influential members of the royal family. It now appears that not only is she playing peacemaker, but she also forms part of the monarchy's plan. The twist in this saga is that Anne seems to have been working with Charles on rebranding the royal's image following the scandals that have been rocking the monarchy. This would comprise a new look to modernize the monarchy and clear up some of the criticisms hurled at it for the last few years. Could this new direction be enough to bring Harry back into the fold? Or would ongoing tensions just be too much for the family to overcome? One thing is for sure, the next few months will be critical for the future of the British monarchy. With so much at stake and tensions remaining at a simmer just below the boiling point, it's anyone's guess how this royal drama will play out. What happens next? In this deep dive into the latest revelations on the royal family, one thing is for sure: their future as a monarchy hangs in the balance. Considering Harry and William are not on solid ground just yet and Princess Anne becoming more of an essential behind-the-scenes player, expect the next chapter in this never-ending saga to be even more filled with twists and turns. The tabloids have been filled for years with the divide between Prince Harry and Prince William, and though recent efforts to salve that wound have shown promise, the road to reconciliation is very, very far from certain. With Princess Anne continuing to play a pivotal role in the family's attempts to mend their fractured relationships, there's every hope that the royal family can move forward. New challenges aren't as much around the corner as they are already on their doorstep. From Harry's bombshell revelations to William's extremely rare display of vulnerability, we have seen how profound the fissures running through the core of this family are. Still, with King Charles dead set on leading the monarchy into the future, the question would remain: will the family ever come together, or would the modern stresses and personal hurts tear them apart once and for all? The only sure thing is that the world will be watching as this drama unfolds. Now, what will happen next? Will Princess Anne's efforts be enough to save the family? Will Harry and William find a way to reconcile? Or is this the beginning of the end for the royal brothers? Whatever happens, the monarchy is clearly at a crossroads. and the next move could change everything. And there you have it, the latest twists and turns in the ongoing saga of the British royal family. But what do you think? Can the royal family find a way to heal? Or are we witnessing the beginning of an irreparable split? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you say about these stunning revelations. As always, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on this ever-evolving story. We'll be here bringing you the latest royal news, so keep watching. We've got so much more to uncover in the days ahead. Until next time,